We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable, the fact.
And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud. So here.
This bout is scheduled.
So much hype surrounding this fight. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The perfect counter lands. So much firepower here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You can walk into an arena, be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost. Here's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They exchange punches. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Just missed with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get pulled right there. Crawford is dazed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise. There's the bell to start round three. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. They better start respecting each other's punching power. That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right chip. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. You still want to fight?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk. There's the bell to start round 4. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plans.
Nice job getting that punch through. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Both men step back for just a moment. How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. The straight right just misses. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Time for the 5th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter. off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. That jab misses. Punch, counter punch. A straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an on to the 6th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. A straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Perfect counter shot. That uppercut doesn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the Here we go, it's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Couldn't land that jab. Counter punching. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch. The courage on display here is incredible. The straight right just misses. let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would... Round 8, and we're off again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
He just misses with that jab. Straight right just misses. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.
Ooh.